Welcome back to the Hollywood Actor's Guide to Surviving the Film and TV Industry. This is Jennifer Lynn Warren hosting this podcast outside of Hollywood, California. So, Sir Edmund Hillary said, "It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves." And I wonder, for those of you out there who think that they just need to book one thing and then everything is going to be roses, how you are going to handle yourself and who you are. Let's say if you do get a bit of success and then boom, nothing happens. This is the story of, I'm hoping I'm saying his name right, Mena Massoud. He played Aladdin in the new Aladdin with Will Smith playing the genie. And, you know, that movie grossed like $1 billion worldwide. So it did really, really well. And he's the lead of the movie. He is Aladdin in Aladdin. And he recently said, "I'm kind of tired of staying quiet about it." Quiet about what? Well, he has not had a single audition since Aladdin came out. He thinks it might have to do something about his age, or, he's probably thinking it's also his ethnicity as well. And, he's not auditioning. So here he is in this box office worldwide hit, and he cannot even get into the room. Now, there are some things obviously he could be doing to, leverage his position, and definitely he should be having a conversation with his agents about, hey, what the heck is happening? Maybe not going so much to a news outlet and complaining. But that being said, I also have to applaud him and the fact that he is being so honest and so generous with what's happening in his life, that he's willing to say, hey, it's not all roses. Just because you book something doesn't mean everything's going to be easy for you. So he's still out there and he's still hustling, and I think we see the industry as this big mountain we need to conquer, when it's really who we are and how we are going to be reactionary to things that is really going to be the true test of time as an artist, of how you're going to deal with everything. So like Mr. Hillary said, is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. The universe wants you to grow, because when you grow, the universe also grows. So when you're heading into this business, failure is an option. So many people are like, oh, failure is not an option. Failure is absolutely an option. In fact, Failing Forward, it's one of those two. It's a great book to read as an actor. I highly recommend it. But the only thing that's not an option is fear. Sure, you can be nervous and you can have some anxiety and things like that. But when you're going into an audition or you're creating your own project, you're totally allowed to fail. In fact, the more you fail, the more you're going to figure out what actually works and what doesn't. And I think when you look at an actor's resume, a lot of this is kind of blaringly obvious on an actor's resume. They're coming from a place of fear where they're like, I need to put everything that I have ever done in the history of forever on my resume for that casting director and director to see. I don't care if it's a student film or if I sang at an old folks home, or I've seen background commercial work on an actor's resume, which, heads up guys, background work does not belong there. Heck, commercial work does not belong on your resume. If you make your resume too overwhelming to read, the casting director will not read it. You need to make your resume casting director friendly. So what that means is that, let's say I am going into audition for a horror film tomorrow, something really scary and spooky. I am most definitely going to make sure that they know that I was in American Horror Story. That's an absolute must. However, this week, I also did animation for a kids series where I played a bear, and it's totally for like 3 to 5 year olds. This is definitely a skewed younger animation crowd. It's cartoon, and it's like a holiday theme. It's super cute, guys. It's called The Lair of Forgotten Bears, if you're curious about the what I've booked. But anyway, I really, even though, we're always the most excited about our most recent bookings, I am not going to put that I played Chatter the Bear on Lair of Forgotten Bears on my resume that I am handing to this casting director who's going to see me for a horror film. So think about that. When you're going in for an audition, bring in the resume to that audition that's going to make the most sense to that audition. So does that mean you can print a different resume for every audition? Yes, it does. Okay, here's a little FYI to close things out. If you're getting an audition and the script notes or the audition notes is saying bring your own version or bring your own take to the audition, they're asking for improvisation. SAG will not ask you to improvise. They're not really allowed to anymore. I can go into that on another podcast. But if they're saying make it your own or bring your own take to it, truly play around and really make it, you can make it crazy or play against opposites or whatever, but really, really, really own it. And if you get like skeletal notes and they're not being really specific and it's a comedy, really run with it. Like really like all out Groundlings level, UCB level, SNL sketch level, run with it. Like absolutely run with it. Don't make safe choices in that kind of scenario, but make sure that the choice is grounded for you. All right, guys, that is all I have for you today. I may have some new segments coming up that I'm excited about, but in the meantime, break a leg out there and remember, you are not alone.